Welcome to another Vellum tutorial. Today we're going to talk about the Inline Image text feature. Inline images appear within the text of your book. Whether it's an image for a botanical field guide, a vintage photo for your memoir, or a whimsical illustration for young readers, inline images help bring your story to life. Let's get started. For this demonstration, let's add a photo to an About the Author element. To insert an image, place your cursor where you want it to appear in the text editor. Then open the text feature menu and select Image. You can use a variety of file formats for inline images. At generation time, Vellum will automatically convert any images in your book to the proper format for each platform. Once your image is in place, click on it to open the Image Properties popover. Here you can control the size, layout, and other properties of your image. Use the size and flow controls to change how your image relates to accompanying text. When you select one of the largest two size options, the flow controls will be replaced with an On a Separate Page checkbox. Turning this on will cause your image to be placed on its own page. Selecting one of the small size options will cause the flow controls to reappear. These controls determine how your image will be positioned within a field of text. Next, let's look at different methods for altering the appearance of an inline image. At the top of the Image Properties popover, you'll see a section entitled Kind. The controls here allow you to change the appearance of your image based on the category you select. The Figure, Book Cover, and Freestanding options offer fixed styling choices. The Photograph and Portrait selections can be styled using options found in the Styles pane. Since this image is an author photo, let's select Portraits. When I do this, you'll initially notice no difference in Vellum's preview. That's because this book currently uses Vellum's default style. To make a different selection, navigate to the Styles pane. In the style you've selected for your book, press the Configure button. Now in the list of style features on the left, select Portraits. This style carousel displays 4 different styling options. Choosing one will apply that style to every image labeled as a portrait in your book. Now let's talk about warnings that might appear on an image. If an image doesn't meet the pixel requirements for its use, Vellum will show a warning. In that case, replacing it with a higher resolution image will cause the warning to disappear. Because Vellum will automatically resize your images at generation time, we generally recommend adding the highest resolution image you have available. You can replace an inline image using its gear menu. Now that I've replaced this image with one of an appropriate size, you'll see that the warning has disappeared. When you first add an inline image, Vellum will always display a warning reminding you to add a description. An image's description contributes to the accessibility of your ebook. This description, sometimes referred to as alt text, is used by screen reading software to describe an image to a reader who might not be able to see it. We recommend making your descriptions meaningful to a reader unable to see the image. For example, a dog in a patterned sweater stands on a sunlit wooden floor is a more meaningful description than simply dog. You can use the link section to make your image act as a web link, store link, or internal link. For this demonstration, let's add a web link. Now let's return to the gear menu to add a caption to this image. Captions are an integral part of an inline image. They will stay attached as you move an image in the text editor, and they will be formatted to correspond to an image's size and flow. You can adjust the appearance of photo captions in the Styles pane. To remove an inline image, simply select it in the text editor and press Delete. Some images, like this QR code linking to the next book in a series, may only be relevant in specific formats. To control where an image appears, you can use the Include In option to specify whether an image should be included in ebook or print editions. If an inline image is edition specific, an icon will appear to show whether it's designated for ebook or print. When proofing your ebook, you may notice that blank spaces can appear before an image. This happens because most ebook readers avoid splitting images across pages. Given the wide range of screen and font size combinations, these gaps can't always be avoided. To reduce them, consider using the flow options to wrap text around images. Congratulations! You now know how to add inline images to your book. If you have questions, feel free to contact us. The best way to do that is to go to the main Help menu and select Contact Vellum Support.